Well, hello again. Had an interesting couple of days, as many of you have. Yesterday, I was awakened by an earthquake. 5.7, not huge. I've lived through larger, but it was the timing of the earthquake that is interesting. As many of you know, there's a virus going around the world, and my children are in lockdown. My grandchildren can't really do very many things. My wife is at home with me. There's panic buying at the stores. You literally cannot buy toilet paper in my hometown right now because for some reason people think that that is the most important need when facing a crisis. There's other needs too, folks, but I guess what I want to talk about is an important thing. My sister posted something about the 1918 flu and how I lost three uncles in that during the Spanish influenza. And my mother was raised with a deep fear for flus. And of course, later on, her brothers and her husband, went off to fight in World War II, and that was after the Depression. And it got me thinking about something my sister said about, well, first off, what a great generation of people those are. I mean, just think about the stories I just told you. My mom, my dad grew up with death literally at the door. My grandmother died in 1925. And to be honest, as most of you know, you and I, we are miracles that we're having this conversation right now. What my sister's post reminding me of is how important it is that those of us who are healthy remind ourselves to kind of think like we're sick. Yeah, I might be healthy, but I might be carrying a disease around, shopping, going to visit the sick. Sometimes we have to act like we're sick too. For those of you, and I don't think too many of the listeners would be in this situation, but trying to have a fast fix on health, trying to have a fast fix on longevity, and trying to have a fast fix on high level performance is just about impossible. I've been reading a lot on the immune system in the last few days because I think that that's the key, obviously, to dealing with these situations. But the immune system is developed just like we develop an athlete, just like we develop a good physique, just like we build a great education. It takes time. Doses of vitamin D over time, going for a walk outside, doing some gardening, training outside, sometimes taking your dog for a walk. Those little doses of vitamin D are far better for you than suddenly trying to slam down a whole bunch of capsules, which I think is going to have other issues in your body. The lymphatic system is built, that great little pump that you have in your body that sends things around. The way you build that up is by movement. That's why when Mike and I do our rucking a couple times a week, we put on vests, but we also put weights on our hands, and people think that's to get the heart and lungs going. And by the way, it does get the heart and lungs going better, but it also pumps the lymphatic system. Now, when you read this, I'm sure some of you have just jumped up and started pumping your lymphatic system. Well, it's better to have been pumping that for a decade than for pumping that for a few minutes. Health, longevity, performance, fitness build up little and often over the long haul. So as you're thinking about this terrible virus that's going around, and it is, the death rates in some places are extraordinary. I want you to remind yourself that there is going to be, the sun will come up again, as that's what my coach DeYoung told us one day after a loss. The sun will come up tomorrow. But long term, I want you to think about the lessons you're learning right now. It's never a bad idea to have good hygiene. It's never a bad idea to go for a walk. It's never a bad idea to eat healthy. It's never a bad idea to drink water. Yeah, I do certainly have some concerns. I have a number of friends who have recently retired, and to hear them worry about how this nest egg they built up for 30, 40, 50 years has diminished overnight to kind of scary levels for them. I get that. But this too shall pass. A couple of things then. First, I would like you to think that perhaps you have the virus. Start thinking about, can I wash my hands better? Can I cover my face when I cough? Can I avoid those who I need to avoid? Those are people with the elderly, people with issues, lung issues, heart issues. And then I want you to think about the other end of this. Do I need to walk more in the future? Do I need to spend more time outside? Do I need make sure I cook more appropriately? We could all do little things that always add up to big things. And that's what I'm trying to do with this time. I've been doing all kinds of extra house chores and things like that. Yesterday, like I said, I got a chance to wake up to an earthquake. And the one thing after you've been through an earthquake, you have to go around and check out all kinds of nooks and crannies in your home. And as I was doing that, I made a little checklist of things I should clean up or do a better job with. So while I'm at home, every event I have for the next while has been canceled. And so I'm going to be home a lot. I'm going to make sure that my home is safer, cleaner, better in any way I can. So, hey, we're all, as always, in everything on this blue-green jewel of a planet we live on. We're all together, and let's think that way, okay? My family motto is make a difference, and that's what I strive to do. I know a lot of people are on lockdown right now, so we have a thing on the website called the Workout Generator. You can put in what equipment you have, how long you want to work out, and then it'll spit out a great workout that can give you variations up and down in several moves. So if you go to danjohnuniversity.com, and when it comes to discount code, in all capital letters, type in Corona, and we're going to give you a great deal for 3 months, $29, which honestly, I would love to give it away for free, but there are costs involved with this system that we use. But remember, danjohnuniversity.com, all caps, Corona, and if you have questions, obviously, send them to podcast@danjohnuniversity.com. But we're here to help and get us all through on the other side of this pandemic we're going through. Thank you.